professor, physician, epidemiologist. I am Dr. Sri Banerjee. Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Sri Banerjee, core faculty for the College of Health Sciences and Public Policy at Walden University. Um, in this lecture, I'm going to be talking about N-of-1 trials. Now, why are they important? Well, in statistics, we're so involved in trying to figure out the power of a study. Are we reaching sufficient power in order to understand if there is an effect? We're so involved in trying to sort out power that we forget that sometimes N-of-1 trial has quite an unimaginable effect in understanding the nature of effect. So let me explain what I mean by that. So if you think about trying to look for side effects for certain drugs like statins, and then trying to see when the patient starts taking a drug, and I've actually published studies like this, where the patient goes through periods of starting to take a drug, stopping to take a drug, and then starting to take a drug again. And so these trials are actually pretty effective, especially in identifying kind of side effects. So myalgia is a side effect that people talk about in relation to statins. And it's, of course, something that is really seen in some places. The study is generalizable. I mean, it's questionable since it's N=1, but it's pragmatic. It's just one patient. And 1 in 8 patients invited ended up participating, so that's why this was needed. The first explanation, there are three explanations for the discrepancy that you see here versus in a blinded, randomized, placebo-controlled trial where side effects appear no more common in those taking statins than in placebo. So there's three explanations why in this N=1 study we're seeing myalgia. First is that in the randomized trials of tens of thousands, maybe they were all wrong, sometimes the patient population, it's oftentimes the case that it's unrepresentative of the general population. They have fewer comorbidities. They're unlikely to account for the huge discrepant burden of reported statin side effect. Second one, there's ever-present background symptoms that are being falsely blamed on the statins. And then, of course, the third one is the nocebo effect. So the fact that if you're expecting something bad side effect to happen, then you'll see it. Similar to the placebo effect, if you are taking a sugar pill and you don't see an effect, and you do see an effect, even though there shouldn't be one, then that's the placebo. I guess the bottom line is we can kind of think about, how can we make more of these N=1 studies? This is actually the second lecture I've provided in this area, and just providing different types of, like the Samson studies seems to be. Um, the 3-arm blinded Samson study, which is something you might want to look into, has different conclusions. So anyway, the authors just say that it would be nice in the future if there would be a 0 mg tablet as well to study placebo effects. So that sums up everything that you need to know about N=1 studies. Thank you for listening.